Zoom in, please. Zoom. Zoom back. Tilt, and then zoom. Tilt, then zoom. Wave. Zoom out. Zoom back in, please. Zoom in more. New segment. The new segment is a moment of
praise God.
Praise God now.
You have such a crazy laugh, don't you?
Got your ass!
Praise God now. We hope you enjoyed today's Praise God. If you did not praise God, you're in big trouble, my man, because of the fact of is that we tracked your ass, so we will find out.
Oh, what's that? We got a live report coming in. Let's cut to that.
My mother's grandmother in Dallas, Texas, was an extremely famous psychic, secretly.
We will be keeping an eye on that story as it develops. Thank you, and
praise God.
So let's start with the mirror. This is Taylor Swift, and people looking at social media today may have seen some pretty distressing, pretty horrible images. They were fake images. They're deep fake images created by AI. Just to explain.
Weird. And someone's created some, I'm not going to even begin to describe them, but some horrendous, horrific images.
An R.M. Brown channel exclusive investigation has uncovered that after the release of these pervert images, some online news anchors, under the guise, under the ruse of doing news, allegedly looked at these images for their own pervert reasons.
Taylor's bent over in like a creepy way with a bunch of guys around her. No, there's actual images of like, woo!
No. Wow. After our investigation here at the R.M. Brown channel, we have concluded that many of these online journalists were looking at these images for reasons of... And... Back to you, Alex.
With a president that plays the piano with his penis on TV and dresses up in leather outfits and high heels.
Thank you, Alex. We'll be looking more into that story as it develops. Thank you. We'll be right back.
So again, while I am very sorry that this is happening to Taylor Swift, it should not have to happen to any woman in the entire world. I am glad, in a way, that it is happening to her, because I do think that she's going to do something about it. I don't think she's going to take it sitting down. It means these people are perverts.
Okay. This might be the first case where I kind of agree with, what's the lady's name? But I read a very good, detailed story about this in a website that I like. 404 Media found that the images originated in a Telegram group dedicated to making non-consensual AI-generated sexual images of women. Oh, that's a great group.
I gotta go to my group.
I gotta go hang out with my group. We go like this.
Pendejo!
Okay, this right here might be the most pathetic part of all this. The Telegram group recommends that members use Microsoft AI image generator called Designer, and users often share prompts to help to help others circumvent the protections Microsoft has put in place. Prior to the Swift AI images going viral on Twitter, a user in the Telegram group recommended that members use the phrase Taylor Singer Swift to generate image. What a great use. What a great use of brain power. Hey, I figured it out. Now we can make more pervert images in our group. I love getting together with you guys and going like this.
Just doing what bros do. Hanging out. Trying to figure out how to circumvent text prompts.
404 Media's own testing found that generally speaking,
Generally,
the workarounds were effective. However, users misspell the name of celebrities, and rather than describing sexual acts explicitly, the amount of time devoted to this. Describe objects, colors, and compositions that clearly look like sexual acts and produce sexual images. Oh my God.
But just dudes hanging out, typing in shapes and colors.
Okay, now for comment on this, we have a Swiftie. That's a Taylor Swift fan. Let's hear from them.
And they say, oh, these are my pet king cobras. The house is sealed. They can't get out.
All right.
You really think the king cobras can't get out? Snakes can get out anything.
Okay, very interesting perspective there on the Taylor Swift story. From a Swiftie. We'll be right.
The razor wire. The razor wire. Razor wire. The razor wire. The razor wire. Razor wire. Razor wire. The razor wire. Thanks.
I guess this guy's doing some kind of a landscaping show now. Yeah, so this story's been kind of hard to avoid, if you look at the news. But, oh my God, on right-wing lunatic idiot media, they can't stop talking about this.
So yesterday afternoon, Governor Greg Abbott of Texas issued a letter basically announcing that the state of Texas was going to start enforcing the border. They've been doing this for a while. They put a bunch of fencing in the middle of the Rio Grande, barriers in the middle of the Rio Grande to prevent people from crossing the border. The federal government has objected to that. They've used razor wire.
The razor wire.
In state parks that are on the national border, and the federal government has objected to all of that. Well, yesterday, Greg Abbott, looking at the crisis that has been created by Joe Biden on the southern border, issued what is a rather historic letter.
We stand now on the precipice of civil war.
Whoa!
Civil War's gonna happen.
Civil War II, A New Beginning.
It's an extraordinary letter by Governor Abbott. Okay? And it was written yesterday. Viewed 37 million times.
Okay, hey, calm your ass down, man. I command you by the powers invested in me of YouTube, you calm your ass down, man. Well, guys, if Civil War II, this time it's personal, is gonna happen, I thought that maybe on this beautiful program,
praise God,
we would take a little look into the history of the guy who's sparking the motherfucker. The guy who's sparking the Civil War, this guy in Texas. What's the guy's name? Greg. Oh, here's an interesting story. Author of spoof story shared by Greg Abbott calls him one of, quote, dumbest people in country. Hey, man, come on, that's a Civil War guy. The author of a satirical website said the Texas governor, Greg, is among the dumbest people in the country after Abbott shared a fake article about his own state. The Maine resident, some guy who runs some satirical website, ridiculed Abbott after the governor shared a fake article about country singer Garth Brooks being booed off stage over his support of Bud Light. Okay, here we go. Here's another thing this guy's been up to. How Governor Greg Abbott lost a year-long fight to create school vouchers. Oh, lost? That doesn't sound good. People in Texas said to this guy,
Got your ass! Woo!
So even in the conservative, God-fearing,
praise God,
state of Texas, people looked at this. This guy wasted a year on this. This guy wasted a bunch of time on this. And people in Texas looked at this, what this guy was trying to do, and said, oh, that's a transparent scam, what you're trying to do. But yeah, this is an interesting story. There's a bunch of stories written about it. Failed. But basically it was a scheme to, instead of, giving money to public schools to be good, make public schools better, it was a scheme to basically give wealthy people $8,000 to send their kids to private school. And even people in rural parts of Texas were like, nope. Turns out even people in rural parts of Texas like their public schools. They're like, hell no, man. So this was another utter failure and scam.
Less than an hour ago, a busload of migrants arrived in Los Angeles. They'd been sent to California from Texas. The bus arrived at LA's Union Station this afternoon, and some were later taken to this Catholic church in downtown LA. This is the latest city to receive migrants from Texas. Since last year, Governor Greg Abbott has sent migrants to Washington, D.C., New York, Chicago, and Denver.
Okay, but guys, take this seriously, okay? Because this is the guy who's going to start Civil War II back in the act. There is something kind of fishy about this guy, though. What's the headline of this crap? How Texas Governor Abbott, what's the guy's name? How Texas Governor Abbott immigration rhetoric flipped. Flipped, what? So this guy was Attorney General in Texas in the early 2000s. This is kind of fishy. Unlike Governor Abbott, Attorney General Abbott spent significant resources and time fighting for unauthorized immigrants. What? Governor Abbott used to say when he was Attorney General that I don't care about the status of someone. What? He and others say protecting immigrants from fraud was a priority for a decade, one that Abbott made a point of emphasizing through press conferences and other media. Abbo's office went after fake immigration lawyers, sellers of phony international driver's license. This guy says they even called employers who didn't pay for the unauthorized workforce. As AG, Abbott derailed an entire anti-immigration legislative agenda in 2007 because, as he said for years, immigration enforcement is not Texas's job. That's
weird.
It's kind of like the political winds shifted, so they started going. They look at the political winds and.
Well, guys, praise God for that.
I'll keep this one short because if you're watching on January, what the hell is it? 26, 2024, year of our.
Praise God.
have a special guest, Matt Leck, on the live stream. Watch that. And then we have another special guest, none other than
LeDrom James.
That's right, LeDrom James live in studio. But it's Friday. That's the day we do this. So I hope you have a
disgusting
weekend filled with
toilets.
Okay, enough with the drops. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book-a-Blega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
you can become a producer.
That's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people that make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, just wet, disgusting dumpster, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.